Hey Deb, how are you? What a nice day today. Might rain, but it's still a nice day.
Oh, I'm doing great, Laura. How you doing? It's Wednesday. I
I,
gotta remember.
I'm excited because a lot of the bands I like start playing this weekend outdoors. So yeah, we gotta get some people to go outside and listen to some of this music. Strung Out that we interviewed last Wednesday is playing this weekend in Orland Park. So
That sounds like a blast.
yeah, everybody check it out. So, Debbie, we have a really super duper lady on today, and I want you to introduce you to her.
Well, here's some exciting stuff. As everybody knows, we talk about this quite often about how we now are so much on social media and how we have changed our revolutionized the way that we meet people, the way we make contacts and stuff, and especially, how we can actually touch others. Okay, so it's really cool. So I was on a group somehow, or actually, I think it was LinkedIn. Actually, I think Susan's information came up on LinkedIn, and I thought it was very interesting. And we started having a conversation back and forth, messaging each other. And I said, let's get on a Zoom. I'd love to talk. And when I got on Zoom and I realized all that Susan has done and accomplished in her life and what she's her focus is basically, I said to Lori immediately, we have got to get Susan on an interview. She is amazing. She's certified as an RN, which she's an RN, okay, and she's got more certifications in that arena. But she's a certified health and functional nutritional coach,
Mhm.
and she's also certified in health fitness, and she has many more things, and I don't want to botch up all the different like names of accreditations, but what I want to say is that she has just passion to help people, and that's what we're finding all these people that have passions to help people, and we're bringing them to this arena, and we're saying, hey, look at this is someone that can help you. This is someone. So listen up and hear what she has to say, because I'm very excited to say, Susan, I'd like you to take it away, and thank you for being with us today and spending some time with our audience here. So Susan, take it away.
Thanks, Lori and Debbie, and thanks for inviting me. And what you're doing is such a wonderful thing to help get the word of health and wellness out there. I give you a lot of credit, and I thank you for doing that. So yeah, my background is a nurse, as Debbie said. I've been a nurse for many, many moons. And as a nurse, I would see people just, taking medications and having all these ORs and so I'd be like, there's got to be a better way.
Mhm.
And as I started to do some exercising and looking at some nutrition and stuff, I said, okay, I need to help other people. This is what my quest is in life as a
Mhm.
nurse. And then,
Mhm.
but there's a better way to do it. There's the prevention end of it that I, wanted to be on. So
Mhm.
I became a trainer. And then a few years later, I got a certification in a medical exercise training.
Mhm.
So what that means is that I really work with people that have chronic illnesses, some disabilities or anything like that. Things like diabetes, hypertension, autoimmune disease. It can be somebody just that just had is post-hip surgery and they finished physical therapy and they still need to have some exercise for some functional residual deficits that they might have. So I do that. And then I also do the functional nutrition. And basically that's just about finding what the root causes of things and really helping people with their nutrition to really hone in on
Mhm.
what is causing these diseases that they might have and to
Mhm.
help them reverse them a little bit, maybe stop them completely. There's so many things that you can do, and that is what I do is I use exercise and food as medicine. Try to. I mean, I like to think that I'm not only just functional, I'm integrative too, because I know that there's a need for medicine and stuff like that at times. Obviously, we need that. But it is the acute care in our system is fine, but the
Mhm.
chronic, that part needs a lot of help.
Mhm.
And it really is. I was listening to something the other day and it talked about qualies versus dailies. So QUALY versus DALY, when that is quality associated lifespan versus disease associated lifespan. Or you hear like health span versus lifespan, you know, like kind of the same thing. And that's what we have to find. We have to all try to find ways to be healthier so that we can live a full life and feel the best that we can feel.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Can you, first of all, this is cool. You're in Asheville, North Carolina, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell us about your online classes? We'd like to hear about that.
So yeah, so before COVID, I was actually living in Charlotte, which is just about 2 hours away from here, for those who don't know the area. And I was working in a gym, so I never did online things. I was in person. And then, so when COVID hit, I just started learning all those tools like we're talking about that we've had to get out of our comfort zone and use. I'm still learning.
We all are.
Mhm.
And so right now I have two exercise classes. One's a Pilates, and the other one is called band ball balance. So it's using stability ball, big balls, smaller balls, bands, some little free weights. So basically that's it, but it's all about core. It's another core class. So we're working on the core and balance, and it's a class for everybody. Both of them are. I even could consider like starting a beginner's Pilates class or something like that, or a beginner's class with band and ball. You know, so when we're doing it online for equipment, you don't want to have something that's costs a lot of money, or they have to go out. So all that stuff only altogether maybe costs like $40. You know, it's very cheap. So, so I have those, and I do one-on-ones with anybody that would like to do that, either exercise, nutrition, or the combination of the two. And I'm really trying to focus now on group classes. That is group classes, again, exercise, nutrition, a combination of the two, so that we can make it more affordable for one, because of course, with more people, it's going to take the cost down, and that's a plus, but also just that community that you get from that group. That's so important. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. I think it's nice because you have a lot of variety that you're in the midst of doing and expanding into. And we want to make sure that if anybody's on here that is like hearing something like, wow, I want to know more, make sure you message through to Susan and let her know. Susan's going to put her information on, you know, as we always ask in the comments and stuff like that, so that people know how to get a hold of her, even if it's through email or wherever, you know, so that you can find out more information. But Laura, I want to turn it to you because I know we have some questions and stuff.
Yeah, you know, I think it's amazing that you're helping people that have disabilities and other issues. I'm going to give you an example, and I'm going to tell you actually where I fell short too. I was in Marion Joy for 2 months, well, 6 weeks. And between that, my surgery, I had great help in Marion Joy. I mean, I progressed so fast. They were telling me I was like their #1 patient. But then I came home and did some outpatient, and it just got to the point where it was just too hard to do everything at home. And I started getting back into pain and a lot of other issues. So I have not moved forward. I've actually moving backwards. As active as I am and everything, I've moved backwards. But this is the point I want to make. People out there that are struggling the same way, we need to keep doing therapy. We need to get a group going to talk to each other, because we all know when we get up in the morning and we have pain, the last thing we want to do is exercise.
Absolutely.
And the last thing we want to do is we want to eat nutritional food. We want to just grab what's in front of us. And so I know with Susan, with your program, you can help a lot of people out there like me, because I would say a lot of people are in the same position because what happens is, you're in a hospital setting or a rehab center. They're working you every day and you're following all their instruction. You're eating what they're giving you. I mean, I did great. A lot of us have. But like I said, you come home and you're in pain and you don't want to do anything. So you would be a great motivator for so many people in that position. And you tell me that you do have a lot of people in that particular position.
Oh, yes, that's really what it's about, is helping the people that, like you said, the acute rehab that you went through was fantastic, but that's what happens. It ends, and then what do you do after that? And that's what
Right.
I'm hearing you saying, Lori, and that's so true for a lot of people. And that's what it's about, is that you still have those functional residual deficits. And as you said, you're starting to even go backwards, and that's a very scary feeling for you and for others out there that are facing that. So yes, and and I honestly, I have exercised. And this is saying I have exercised so many different ways. I can exercise people with any kind of disability, on the floor, in a chair, standing, whatever, I adapt the program to whatever needs.
Yeah, that's great. But we need a lot of people like you out there. I know before the pandemic that a lot of us people went swimming, or went in the pool and
Yes.
water walked.
Water,
And
yeah.
the whole pandemic happened, and a lot of us just end up staying home, eating the wrong things, getting in more pain, and not doing what we should be doing.
Right.
Now it's time where we're going to be able to go back to these things, but it's going to be hard when you're hurting so much. And that's great. I am so happy that we have the opportunity to meet you because I know you can help a lot of people, and as well as everything, people that just need the nutrition, the people that just want to be better. That is amazing. That is so amazing, because you know what, everyone, we're real people. We have all kinds of things going on in our lives. We're real people. So we have to face real situations. And there's a large spectrum from being well to trying to get better to all the way down to disability type things. One last question, Susan.
Yeah.
You deal with a lot of elderly people that like our parents would be, or what I mean, a lot of people are looking to get help for their parents because they're at that age where they're not functioning right.
That's a great question. And it's funny that you should ask that, because that's really my passion. I even, as a nurse, I worked in the nursing home for like about 40 years total, but I loved it. I always related really well to the elder population. And now that I'm becoming a little bit older myself, I still feel like I relate many times. I'm thinking, okay, seniors. And I'm like, okay, here I am. But yes, I definitely, I have a lot of clients. I have 2 clients that are in their 80s. I've had clients that are in their 90s. So yeah. I think you're frozen.
Good. Yeah,
are we all frozen?
That's awesome. And the thing is too, our program here is not only for people our age and people older. We have a lot of young people too. And it's important for the young people to listen to all these things, because they have to realize you're going to turn around and you're going to be 10 years older or 20 years older. And you have to start thinking about this stuff.
Yeah.
So
yes.
I just really appreciate what you're doing. And I'm really interested in learning more. And I hope everybody that has a question for Susan or just wants to say something, please post it on here. And like Debbie said, we are going to have all her information, and she will send, we'll have links and stuff if you need to contact her. But what a great person to look into and talk to about things. With that, Debbie, you have anything more to say?
I was just gonna say, what's very interesting is that you guys touched on, but like the younger generation, they have older, like parents sometimes. Okay.
Right.
And honestly, I mean, those people, the younger generation sometimes doesn't know what to do. They don't know how to actually, take care of them, or where to start, or what to do. And, I think that a lot of times it's almost like a personal trainer for, the older generation, with a lot of, like, it's like a physical therapist, but then yet Susan has like such a wide range of knowledge, including the fact that, the nutrition, so we get everybody eating right. So many times these elderly people too eat like a little bird, like they eat like a little bit of stuff, because, and they're not getting all the nutrition. But if they had if they're going to not eat the quantity, they got to get at least the right quantity, so it's nice that you have that well-rounded, knowledge that you can actually kind of, give them a little, like, overall, like, what's assessment, I should want to say, you know what I mean? So
Right.
definitely. So yeah, we're very, very excited that we made this connection with you, and we're very excited that you're going to be part of our group and network here, because, we keep growing, and we're,
Yeah.
yeah, and we love it. We love, and some of the people that we've interviewed are completely, like, just a whole different, like, arena, and it just puts everything together in a great overall. Health and wellness is a broad spectrum, So with that, I'm just going to say, Laura, do you want to close us out?
Oh, yes. Susan, thank you so much for making our Wednesday. And again, please, if anybody has any comments, please send it. And we are still growing, so keep inviting friends. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a great hump day. Enjoy the weather. Hopefully it won't be raining by you. So take care. We'll see you later. God bless you.
Bye.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
guys.
everybody. Thank you
Take
so much,
care.
Debbie and Lori.
Bye-bye.
Wonderful.
You're welcome. Thank you, Susan, for being here.
You.
Take
Bye-bye.
care. Bye-bye.